All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Your
Lie
Lie in
in
April, episode 8.
All right.
Ooh, okay, so
Getting into the competition.
Isa's about to start playing.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into the competition, which means Kosei will be giving probably his piece in this episode. And we'll see if he can actually accomplish that.
Right.
Last time he was in a competition of sorts, his mom showed up.
Yeah.
And that threw a wrench into everything.
Just a bit.
So he's doing this competition alone when he's on stage, right?
Right. Yep.
He doesn't have an accompanist.
Correct.
So in this case, he won't have someone to rely on and look to, which I think makes this one way tougher. Now, he has come a little bit of a ways since then.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
it's still going to be really tough. I don't think it's looking very positive for him in this competition.
Guess we'll have to see.
And in a lot of ways, I think that if Isa and Emmy are wanting to beat him in a competition, and they beat him in this way, it's not going to mean as much to them. So it'll be something that they'll have to deal with probably if it goes in that direction. So yeah, guys, ready to go. So without further ado, let's do this. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Some kind of letter. Oh, right. It's like I have to be in this competition. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
It's like
Wow.
some
So he's
straight up
holding
Gate
himself.
Gatsby stuff.
Yeah, he's holding himself back.
Yep.
Wait a minute. This voice actor.
That's right,
Is
actually.
it Deku?
Wait. Is it? Okay, I have to figure this out. That's...
Yeah. I hope I don't get too distracted in the episode.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not paying attention to the things. And I'm like, wait, who is that? Who is that voice actor? Because I do recognize him.
Yeah, and that... Oh, man. Because I haven't watched this series in a while because, like, once this channel started happening, I was like, okay, this might be one that we watch, so I don't want to, like, watch it too soon, you know?
Right, and then get so kind of familiar with it that everything is...
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Everything is present in your mind. Kira ni no kokoro ni kizaru kara kimi da yo kimi naga no oshite kureta kurayami no ka oshite sashiraru da-da-da-ni da-da-da-ni da-da-da-da-da-da.
The full version for this song is just so good.
Didn't you say it was also pretty long too? Yeah, like 6 minutes or something. Kosei? Oh, Isa. Wow. That hair, though.
Oh, yeah. It's the I am a main character hair.
but like I'm the confident main character here as well, and yet this is how unconfident he is that he's playing in a competition that is beneath him in a way. That animation.
No, just wait.
I know, but he recognizes it. Oh.
Because see, they're not all forced to play the same piece this time, so now...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
And those motions are accurate. Like,
yeah. Oh. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Takashi Aiza.
That effect that he can have even without playing, you know?
Right. Wait. Huh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful. Jeez.
Like, I so did not care about classical music before I watched this show. Like, and then it's like, whoa, I have to like listen to these pieces.
Huh? Huh? It's the Takashi Brigade. Ah! Oh, true. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is very true.
And he's looking at the camera.
So what about her? Yeah. Don't make me laugh. Huh. Whoa. He can barely stand up. Yeah.
Like, the stress and everything must be, like, so nerve-wracking to do something like that.
Yeah, it's just zen it out. Just... The biggest rivals can end up being the biggest fanboys of each other too.
Exactly, yeah. It's like your crush complimenting you.
Right. It's like, oh, you love to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't look it. He's a wild child. He can't be the... Oh my god, he's amazing. Watery, you boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy. Well, she keeps up with things. So what is her mind on? Oh. These are the two trainers, right?
Yeah.
What a snide man. Yeah, he is. Deflecting the question. Oh, yeah.
Competitions like this are really too small for him.
Yeah. Trying to keep her motivated. Oh. Whoa. It's going to be different today because Kosei's here. Oh. So she's not even thinking about Isa. She's just like, I will win. Oh, yep, the fire in her eyes. The sparkle, if you will. That was really well delivered. Oh, remember Lung? Just the... Ha! I love this. Little boy. Oh, shoot. Oh, here we go.
The shade.
Just hot. Wow. Oh, the sound just disappeared.
Yep.
I have actual chills running down my spine. Like, with Isa, I felt more emotional because She feeling good? Or is it just nerves?
I guess we'll see.
It's crazy to think that, like she's been playing piano probably her whole life, you know? Like, just the context of that. Both her and Isa, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh wait, no. He's so mechanical and stuff because his mom's already, you know. Oh, gotcha. That was the very first time.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. So she started piano because of Kosei. Oh. When you're 5, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Yeah.
The one and only time that he played just,
Yep.
for fun, basically.
Yep. It changed someone's life then.
Yeah. Even with all the pain that came after.
Yep. So maybe she's playing not really for Kosei, but just to be able to give that effect to someone. Maybe. Or maybe she is just in the competitive thing of like, oh, please. Oh, please. I love how the music has started before the music has started, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm about to have my mind blown, aren't I? Don't end the episode, please. Kitty! Yeah, red's a very good contrasting choice to black.
Yeah. It's intentionally being striking.
Yeah. Wait. I know this song.
You do?
Yep. I know this song.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
First time I heard it was for this show.
But her head's everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. So she is in love, maybe. Whoa. This is amazing.
Because, I mean, think about it. To have one performance from a kid, spark your whole, like, life's path.
Right. Gotcha. Right. I like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, wait, she told him? Wow. So in another way, she's trying to help Kosei come back to himself.
The person that she basically just saw once,
Whew. Oh my god. She wins it all. She wins it all. Like,
yep.
Like there was a sweet sadness to the song.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Dang. Well done. That's how you set up a beginning and end like that.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Because like I try to think back on like what were the things that were a performance of passion that you looked upon and you're like, I will take
right.
I will strive to embody that passion. Not necessarily specifically the skill that they do, but like
well, it'd be like stories basically.
Yeah.
So, a book I read that just absolutely blew me away, or a movie I saw that made me bawl my eyes out,
Yeah.
But it's a big impact on you.
Right, but it's very special if you see the person performing.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's a whole other...
Because when you see the person doing it, you get this feeling like you connected with the person.
Right.
And I've read... I'm racking my brain to see if I have anything even close to that. And I'm left, I think, to my imagination only because... I've seen performances of specific things, music, sports, dance. Oh, wait, no. I saw a dancing performance once that moved me to tears. But the thing is, it had music accompanying in the background, so it... Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that was a good episode.
Yes.
That was a very good episode. Mm-hmm. It was very interesting how they wrapped in flashback material... Mm-hmm. to be within the song itself for Emmy, but for Isa they decided to have the context be in the beginning. So so in some ways he's unable to move forward. Oh. Like by being at this competition, right? And she is trying to move forward. You see the contrast there?
Sure, yeah, that's really good. I had never thought about that before. I thought it was just a thing of like because Isa's stuff tended to be a bit more like factual type things, right? Like how well he's doing and and stuff like that, rather than the emotional based stuff. But
well, there's definitely that as well. I think that in some ways, Isa is trying to replicate what Kosei did, but
Right, do what he did but better. Yeah,
do what he did but better.
Right.
And that's just evident. It's just something that he's done. So he's like, that's why I want to face Kosei and defeat him, because
to prove that I am better.
Because they're playing on the same field. Whereas Emi is allowing the emotion to be expressed within the song. So
she's thinking back to that time. She's competing against the Kosei she saw back when she was 5 or whatever. You know, that played that little performance.
Even then, I like that. I am thankful. I am grateful that the minute they started tending towards the "she's in love with you" kind of thing, they're like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's not that she's in love with him. She's angry at him right now because he has forgotten who he used to be.
Right.
His innocence, his childhood, just energy and just life that he had is been beaten out of him by his abusive mother. And she plays her music to express how his original performance made her feel, and now
how she's embodied
that and made it her own.
Right, exactly.
So in a way, her saying she's rejecting Kosei is just the perfect verbiage, because it's rejecting Kosei in his current state.
Right.
She's saying, who you are, Kosei, I reject that reality.
Yeah.
And I substitute my own.
Yeah.
I put out there a reality that harkens back. But in many other ways, I am challenging everyone out here, including myself, to move past any obsession past any obsession I have with you, but also to be inspired by the emotion, I was gonna say tenacity, but it's not that. The vibrancy within her playing, and it's just like, my soul was fed just by that music. That was beautiful.
It's good stuff.
And I liked that I was somehow biased, but like I had heard that song before at some kind of,
I'm really surprised.
Like at some kind of piano thing. I have been to a couple piano performances and such, so I don't know if they were playing Chopin or what have you, or if I was just listening to a piano compilation on YouTube or something.
Yeah,
But I have heard that song before, because the intro is very iconic, because it starts off very soft and then all of a sudden
Yep.
I mean, I am musically illiterate when it comes to a lot of things, so I could be mistaking this for something else, because memory tends to blend things together, but it seemed very familiar.
And, I love that piece.
But it's just fantastic.
There's a playlist I have that is basically all the classical pieces played in Your Lie in April, all put into a list, and I love listening to that.
Yeah. Yeah. On some level, with classical music, there's science that goes into the whole idea of vibrations and sound and all that. But just there's something for classical music in particular that it enriches your soul. Now, I'm not trying to put definition to the soul or anything, but it enriches something within you. I don't know how to describe it.
Right. It's like
it's like when you're having a good day, like Emi was having, and you're just feeling that. There's a physical, emotional, mental, sensory just experience that you go through.
I almost wonder if that's like an extension of the whole idea that like if you play if you have like babies listening to Mozart, they'll end up that'll help them mentally develop or whatever, stuff
who
like
knows?
that.
That might be an urban legend. Yeah,
that might be an urban legend, but I could totally see that happening because of the way, specifically with piano, of how the notes are basically building off of each other, and it's all keyed to the stuff that came before it and the stuff that comes after.
It's like a story.
It's like a story, right? That and if you just think of one piano note, right, you're like, okay, cool, right? But then when you have a bunch of them all put together, it can almost sound like it's not even a musical instrument anymore. That's just a little brook, going over rocks. It's like, it's amazing.
It's so good, guys. So specifically with the story elements of having Kosei be once again kind of the focus point for other people's dreams, I like that this theme has been essentially spread around to all the characters. Watari on some level is in the same boat, because I think on some level he was driven to excel at something, but he was maybe a little bit intimidated by Kosei, so he chose something that's in a different venue. I kind of get that vibe in general.
And because of that, he doesn't, like, his whole doing his thing doesn't really come into play all that much in the story, because it's different.
Right. Kaori in particular, though, seems like the next person to be added to the list of characters that we're going to explain why Kosei's music means so much to them, or meant so much to them in Emi's case. Yeah. Now, the thing is this is a theory of mine since like the beginning. The question is, how literal is it going to be, or more so, how recent is it going to be? My theory is that it's not recent. This is an old thing. Like Kaori, one, because everyone in this country knows about Kosei, apparently.
Right. At least people that know about music.
At least people that know about music. And the thing is, I get the vibe that Kaori has been into classical music for a while.
Right.
For a decent amount.
You don't play as good as she does
that well without having practiced for a long time.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, I could see that she maybe, like, this is just my running theory, is that she went to a competition at some point and had an experience very similar to Emi's. But the thing is that generally when storytellers are crafting these types of things, they don't like to have the same structure for backstories given to multiple characters. And Emi had exactly the theory that I had
for Kaori as her
backstory. So I'm going to try and alter my Kaori theory a little bit.
All right.
Because I don't think Kaori's is going to be exactly the same then. Kaori has her sickness, her health issue.
Sure.
Kaori has a limited amount of time.
Okay.
Kaori is looking at what Kosei's impact was on music in general. He will be remembered forever.
Gotcha.
And I think what Kaori was inspired by is that regardless of the mechanics behind it or the mother's influence or what have you,
or what instrument he was playing.
Exactly. It's the fact that he dedicated himself to something to such an extent that he will be remembered for a long time. And to Kaori, specifically Kaori, that means way more to her than winning any competition, than having any kind of special connection to Kosei, than one-upping Kosei. All the kind of things that Tsubaki, Aiza, and Emi have in their motivations. Kaori's is specifically along the lines of being remembered because, she's aware of her situation.
Right.
I think on some level that's the majority of why I believe Kaori is going to die, is because her whole character seems to revolve around that idea of being
of being remembered. And and like that's one of those things that makes me love this show so much, because the idea of wanting to be remembered and wanting to be able to have impact, the whole idea that like what you were saying of your new theory about Kaori and her why, because really that's the important thing about this. It's not how well the people can perform. It's about why they perform. It's about the impact of their performances have on other people. The fact that they showed that little girl before Emi went up to play, and she's like, whoa, she's so pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah, and I'll bet that girl had her mind blown by Emi's performance, right?
Yeah.
Might even be something, that's like what Emi was for Kosei, where suddenly she's like, I want to play the piano.
Let it ring.
Yeah, let it ring, let it ring. Exactly.
I loved that connotation as well, because they had the whole visual thing going on with the colors being expressed by her emotion. And, these kids are maybe way more insightful than the average,
14-year-old.
But the details.
Exactly.
The point that I think they're trying to make here, though, is that people resonated with her playing and they received something from it. There was a connection imparted to them by her expression, and they caught on to it and were able to perceive something from it. One of the things that I think Kaori lives for, essentially, is the idea that in the time that she has left, what what about her can she help others resonate with? And this is why I think she's going after Kosei specifically to try and help him.
Oh, gotcha.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't seem to be resonating with anything.
With anything. So she is over dramatically like giving the full expression of herself in this case, so that he can resonate with that.
Sure.
And you know, in that case, that's
and like,
you know, why she's doing this.
Isn't that like one of the most fundamental aspects of like music or art in general? Anyways, the idea that it should have some sort of emotional impact on people that you can't necessarily like quantify or like put into words necessarily, right?
Yeah.
But it can change you. It can communicate more than words ever could.
Oh, you know, so true.
Like,
wow. Yeah. Like I have my passion for ultimate frisbee and stuff like that. I have a passion for stories. I'm a passion for connection and stuff like that. And those are kind of my three big things. But the thing is, I can't really relegate like those passions back to a specific event by a specific person.
Sure.
Because I don't think it's that common for people to be purely just an expression of their passion. So I kind of feel like I missed out on something by just not being 5 years old and being around to listen to people like this.
And that's one of the other things that blows me away, because a lot of people will say like, okay, this is unrealistic, they're 14, right? I would say no. You can be any age basically, right?
Yep.
Now, you know, they needed to hone their skills, right? If she was
thousands of hours.
Yeah, thousands of hours. This is 10 years or so, you know, after she had her experience of being inspired, right? And that was 10 years of grueling hell, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it might not necessarily need to be grueling hell like what Kosei had, you know.
No.
But the fact is, they spent a lot of time developing this skill so that the emotions that they have inside them, because you have those inside you at any age, can be properly communicated in ways that other people will be able to understand and glean from and be inspired by.
And it's important to have a medium like this to communicate emotions. A lot of people who are in an unhealthy place emotionally are often in that place because they don't have a medium by which they can express their emotions. I find that generally in kind of what we're doing here with stories and stuff, this is a fantastic medium for me to be able to express my emotions just fully and wholly. And I think on some level that's something that we can all take away from this, is that it doesn't really matter what you're doing.
Right.
Give yourself fully to expressing your passion for something.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that the only person who's really judging like the validity or the levels of your passion is yourself usually.
Right.
And the thing is that the perception of the passion is also different based upon who's looking at it.
Yep.
So when you're being passionate in front of other people, which is totally okay to be passionate alone.
That's a lot of times you have to start there.
You have to start there a lot of times. It's why people sing in front of the mirror or in the shower. You know, for the first bit there. You know, the acoustics are better. So like,
but the idea is that it like the vehicle really, like you said, doesn't matter. Just having a vehicle, a way to focus your passion. Having a single vehicle where you're saying like not that you can't be passionate about multiple things,
right?
But the idea that you're dedicating yourself to, all right, this is my way that I will mainly, you know, express myself and, you know,
right. Even if you're not doing it for others, just do it for yourself.
Yeah,
like it's a really helpful thing just in general. So that's my PSA on just helping you guys have hopefully a better, you know, experience with passion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
so never let anyone tell you you're too young, because these kids started when they were 5, and because they started young, you know, then they were able to, you know, at 14 or whatever. And granted, this is a work of fiction. Who cares? They were able to have an impact on people that young, and other people would look at them and say, that is impossible. How did they even do this? You know, what's the skeletons in the closet, like with Kosei, you know, that made them able to do this, because that doesn't seem quite right.
Right. In general, there are, but if you're in that boat, you're overthinking this, because the main thing about it is that when you have that passion for something,
nurture it, foster it, help
it
grow.
You will see also, I would say, the people that have been going at it for a while though, you will see them have at least one other person around them that helped nurture it.
Yes,
I will tell
absolutely.
you that the starting of the passion will attract, generally speaking, the person who will help you nurture it and go the distance.
Right.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far,
go together.
Yeah. So I love that we had that scene with Emmy and her trainer. Because as someone who myself tends to be a little bit leaning on the emotional skew of things, it did me good that she, as a trainer, understood in a lot of ways the weaknesses that being overtly emotional can have in a music competition. But then like did her best to kind of account for it in specific ways by kind of, you know, probably finding ways to motivate her and encourage her and help her with the little things. And those are all off-screen things that I'm inferring based upon the kind of things that they talk about. But just sitting down and having that kind of a one-on-one talk, that's something Kosei never had. That's something Kosei could only dream about having from someone teaching him his favorite thing in the world.
And here's the thing. She probably didn't start out with that trainer. She might have. That's
very true.
But I'm guessing there was probably a lot of time where she was working on it with, you know, just general classes or whoever, right? And she had to develop it to the point where then the trainer's like, hey, this is someone that I want to help nurture their ability, right? Because they've come this far already.
Sometimes the trainer ends up passing the student on to another trainer because the trainer realizes
you're past me now. Like, I'm out of my depth.
I can't continue because you've just surpassed me. And that's one of the most rewarding things is when a trainer essentially hands you off to someone else and be like, all right, I trust them and I trust you, so go and take this to the furthest.
And not just
surprise me.
Not just for you.
Oh yeah.
Like the fact that they can basically say, oh my gosh, this person, I was able to help them basically just be all they can be, right? And I played some small of their part journey. Of that, right? You know, and like, because you know that saying of the you learn the most when you teach.
Oh,
you know?
Like, yes, you do. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow, guys. So Your Lie in April can have these really positive moments as well. It can have these really inspirational, just uplifting moments. Now, I know this show is one of those shows that will be emotionally manipulative in some ways. So I'm guessing that because we did this episode self-contained, maybe with a little bit of the previous episode, and we didn't have Kosei play, that's very intentional because Kosei's performance could go either way. And I'm worried for the boy because he looks to be having a good time listening to all these musicians and stuff, and it's like
he loves music.
So listening to it. So like, you know, when someone's a sports spectator and you see that one guy who's just having way too much fun, you're just like, no, how can you be having this much fun? You're crazy.
Well, people have said that about us.
Like, people have said that about us. Yes, that's true. You guys just don't understand us, I guess. But the thing is, you can have that much fun at something and people be like, what? I don't get it and stuff. But in this case, Kosei hasn't been in an environment that can foster that. So him getting that opportunity and seeing him smile and seeing him encourage his fellow competitors and stuff.
It's also this great, like, almost like torture kind of, because you can enjoy it so much, but then it'll also remind you
of where you're at.
I want to be doing that. And you know, and
in his case,
he's not doing that. And like, I know, like at times when basically I would be not writing, you know, I'd be like putting it off or whatever. And then I'd
read someone else's thing. I'd watch someone else's thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'd watch a silent voice, or I'd read some, you know, book or whatever, and I'd just be like,
how did they do this?
What am I doing with my life? Well, like, how did they do that? And why am I not doing that?
Right. Yeah.
You know, and it's just, and that stuff can be so good because it's basically, it's helping you to refocus, right? Because you can become so just like in yourself, right? Yeah. That you need to sometimes be shown, you know, that amazing thing that inspired you to begin with, you know, so that you can be like, that's so right, that's where I'm going, you know.
Yeah.
Because you do forget.
Well said.
But, yeah.
guys, show is awesome. I'm loving it. And if you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. Any kind of Discord support comes with full length. Comes with Discord. Blah, 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 blah. We're leaving this in because we're real and whatever. So, guys, if you do any kind of Patreon support, thank you so much. But you'll get access to our Discord where you can chat with us. Stop mocking me.
I am in the Your Line April Spoilers channel on that, by the way.
Oh, he is. That's true. So if you want to laugh behind my back, which I'm assuming most people are.
All the time.
Yeah, exactly. You can get in there with him for any level of Patreon support. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time. So I just had a stroke or something. Like, what the flipping the words around and stuff.